What you see before you is a very, very large array called the Indo-Pacific Theater of Operations. When you've heard it before today, I bet you thought it's a lot of water and a lot of remote island destinations. A strategic opportunity, how we are located, in order to posture and set the theater that, if required, we will defeat our adversaries, but in the meantime, we will continue to deter their intent. Aloha. Good afternoon and welcome to the 515th Air Mobility Operations Wing. We are Air Mobility Command's permanent presence in the vastness of the theater of operations known as the Indo-Pacific. I'm Colonel Kyle Benwitz, and Commander of the 515th AMOW.
I'm Master Sgt. Hall from the 732nd Air Mobility Squadron. I hail from a proud military family that's lived all over the world, but eventually retired in Georgetown, Kentucky. The 732nd Air Mobility Squadron, headquartered at Joint Base Elmendorf, Richardson, in southeast Alaska, and an operating location at Eielson Air Force Base in central Alaska, is strategically placed at the merge of the U.S. Indo-Pacific and U.S.-Alaska Command areas of responsibility. As Air Mobility Command's Arctic mobility experts, we provide a crucial lifeline to 9 NORAD long-range radar sites. These serve as the eyes and ears and allow the early alert warning system. On demand, we provide rapid and agile power projection of U.S. Air Force combat aircraft, as well as the Army's 11th Airborne Division, utilizing the DoD's Northern Air Bridge.
Aloha, I'm Master Sgt. Wheeler from the 735th Air Mobility Squadron, originally hailing from North Bend, Oregon. The 735th Air Mobility Squadron, headquartered at Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii, with a detachment operating out of Richmond, Australia, is comprised of personnel strategically located as a launching point to all second island chain and South Pacific locations. As Air Mobility Command's gateway to all locations west of the International Date Line, we provide a crucial lifeline to Indo-Pacific's Service Component Headquarters, Defense Personnel Accounting Agency, FEMA, and several other government agencies. On demand, we provide rapid, agile power projection for the United States Air Force's mobility and combat aircraft. The United States Army's 25th Infantry Division, and the United States Marine Corps' base Hawaii across the Department of Defense's southern and middle air bridges that feed the Indo-Pacific Theater of Operations. We are prepared to bring the fight to our adversaries, and we are the Joint Service Mobility Force that will determine victory in the Indo-Pacific.
Hafade, I am Master Sergeant Chris Colbert from the 734th Air Mobility Squadron, and I hail from New Haven, Connecticut. The 734th AMS is comprised of strategically located personnel in the second island chain at the westernmost territory of the United States, a mere 12-hour direct flight from Travis Air Force Base. As the bridge between the third and first island chains, we are Air Mobility Command's strategic foothold in the second island chain. On demand, we leverage our relationships in the joint Marianas region to rapidly expand the en route mobility nodal network in order to survive, while retaining the ability to deliver combat effects at the time and place of our choosing. We are prepared to bring the fight to our adversaries. We are the Joint Service Maneuver Force that will determine victory in the Indo-Pacific.
Konnichiwa. I am Master Sergeant Joseph Brothers Jr. from Yokota Air Base, 730th Air Mobility Squadron, and hail from Centralville, Alabama. Roll Tide. The 730 AMS is headquartered out of Yokota Air Base, Japan, with operating locations in Singapore and Diego Garcia, consists of United States Air Force personnel, their families, as well as 79 Japanese multinational employees. We are located strategically equidistant from Osan Air Base, Republic of South Korea, and Kadena Air Base, located on the island of Okinawa, Japan. This allows us to project combat power onward in response to our adversaries, China, Russia, and North Korea. As Air Mobility Command's gateway to the first island chain, we provide the crucial lifeline to United States Forces Japan and Navy Fleet Logistics Center assigned personnel. On demand, we provide rapid and agile power projection of Pacific Air Force's only air the fleet of C-130s and Special Operations Combat Aircraft, in addition to logistics for our Japan Air Self-Defense Force partners. We are prepared to bring the fight to our adversaries. We are the Joint Service Maneuver Force that will determine victory in the Indo-Pacific.
Annyeonghaseyo. My name is Master Sergeant Tim Stelton from the 731st Air Mobility Squadron, and I hail from Thousand Oaks, California. The 731st Air Mobility Squadron, headquartered at Osan Air Base, Korea, with operating locations at Kunsan Air Base and Gimhae Air Base, Republic of Korea, is comprised of 95 military personnel, their families, and 43 Korean national civilians. Located just 48 miles from the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea, which equates to just that short drive from Joint Base McGuire-Dix-Lakehurst to Philadelphia International Airport. This allows us to project combat power as a response to our adversaries in China, North Korea, and Russia. As AMC's only permanent presence on the Korean Peninsula, we are that crucial lifeline for the United States Forces Korea assigned personnel. On demand, we provide rapid and agile power projection for the United States Air Force's fleet of combat, special operations, and ISR aircraft, alongside the United States 8th Army. We are prepared to bring the fight to our adversaries. We are the Joint Service Maneuver Force that will determine victory in the Indo-Pacific.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Lee, Master Sergeant from the 733rd Air Mobility Squadron. I hail from Benwitz, South Carolina. The 733rd Air Mobility Squadron is on this tiny little island of Okinawa. It's situated 300 miles to Taiwan, which is equivalent to about a 1-hour flight between Joint Base Force McCord and Spokane Air Base. It has 2 operating locations, one at Utapao Air Base in Thailand and one at Clark Air Base, Philippines. It has airmen, their families, and 70 Japanese multinational employees. As our Mobility Command's southernmost first island chain unit, we provide a crucial air bridge for the United States Forces of Japan. On demand, we provide airlift and logistics experts for force posturing of the 5th Air Force's 5th generation combat fighters, command and control aircraft, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance aircraft.
Posture and lay down, but in crisis, disaster relief, or conflict, our wing has the ability to expand AMC's network to 18 power projection platforms. We do this through a new capability called the Air Mobility Team, or AMT. These agile teams give theater commanders the ability to maneuver to need while enhancing survivability and retaining the lethality to project combat power.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you is Air Mobility Command's posture in the Indo-Pacific Theater of Operations, in both location and scale. What we bring to the fight is the ability to maneuver on demand at the expense and expansion needed to guarantee victory.
2 Alpha X, aircraft maintainers. One Delta 7, cyberspace technicians. And 1 Charlie 3, all command and control operations personnel. The team just arrived to the island and needs to prepare their location for operations while simultaneously preparing their loader to receive the first aircraft in the next 15 minutes. A short notice requirement. Due to mission needs, the pallets must be turned 90 degrees to properly fit on the inbound aircraft. This will allow more equipment to be loaded on board at the next location. What you will notice as the team collaborates, their individual skill sets move seamlessly, making it difficult to discern specific capabilities as they work inclusively together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have become. When I took command 18 months ago, this was a static force that did not move from its locations. The idea of rapid nodal flexibility was just forming. Over 18 months, we have developed this capability, put it into action, and through the support of the command, received the necessary funding and resources to make this a reality. Everything we have done focuses on the mindset of mission-ready airmen. What you saw were 10 airmen without a blouse, without a function. They have one capability: project combat power. Every time there is someone idle, they found something to do. What we've done is created simultaneous operations rather than sequential. What that does is accelerate aircraft off the ground, out of harm's way, so that we can receive the next one and keep pressing. These airmen are prepared. We will bring the fight to our adversaries because we are the Joint Service Maneuver Force that will guarantee victory in the Indo-Pacific. Thank you very much for your time.
The AMT that we talked about, when you described it as not in existence 2 years ago, is exactly how we learned from situations like Ukraine and Mobility Guardian and Israel, and that we can really form ourselves differently and more thoughtfully for the task at hand. And this is an example of how tremendously talented our airmen are, because this isn't like old dude think it up. This is like, hey, we need more flexibility, and then it's these young folks that get after it and describe exactly what's, get after it in building exactly what we need.